So you're trying to achieve that blurry, bokeh-licious background when it comes to your photography. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 3 tips on how to achieve that look with your photos. What's going on YouTube? Adrian here, bringing y'all another video. So if this is your first time on my channel, I help photographers improve their skills and also grow their business. So if you're interested in that type of content, consider subscribing. So bokeh is a very popular thing when it comes to photography, and honestly, a lot of photographers are obsessed with bokeh, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of obsessed with it myself. I just love the way it looks and how your subject is really separated from the background, and it really draws your attention in to your subject. Let's get straight into the content. So tip number 1 is you want to shoot with the wide aperture. So aperture is also called f-stop. So if you see like f1.2, f2.8 on your camera, that is your aperture. So you can get lenses with a aperture as wide as 1.2. That is a very big aperture that's going to let in a lot of light, and it's also going to create that blurry, bokeh-licious, creamy background. So when you take that aperture and you start to raise it like to f4, f6, f8, you're going to have more of your photo in focus. So make sure you purchase a lens with a wide aperture to create this look. Like my favorite lens is the Sony 85 1.8. So that 1.8 aperture is pretty wide, and I can get nice blurred backgrounds with a lens like that. I also wanted to mention that you will see some lenses that have a 2.8 aperture. Now you still can get blurred backgrounds with a 2.8 aperture, so I don't want you thinking that you have to have like a 1.2, a 1.4, a 1.8. You can get blurred backgrounds with a 2.8 aperture. All right, so tip number 2 is to shoot at longer focal lengths. So something like the 85 is really good for creating that blurred background. Even the 135, and the higher you go with these focal lengths, it's gonna naturally compress that background and just enhance it more. So you're gonna get more bokeh from shooting with a 200mm versus a 16mm. And also keep in mind, if you don't want to get a prime lens with a longer focal length, you can get a zoom lens, because with zoom lenses, they also naturally create that blurred background and compress that background as you zoom in. All right, tip number 3 is to increase your subject to background distance. When I'm looking for locations, this is something that I'm always looking for, and that is a long background if I'm trying to achieve that blurred background, because the closer you have your subject to the background, everything's going to be focused. But you'll see if your background has a good distance and you pull your subject away from the end of it, then you're going to increase your chances of creating that blurred background. Something else you can do to enhance this look more is to move closer to your subject. So now you have distance from your subject and your background, and if you get up closer on your subject, you're gonna see that that bokeh is more enhanced. So I wanna show y'all a quick example with this video right now. So the closer I get to the camera, you can see how my background is enhanced and super blurred out. And the farther I pull away, you can see that now I have the light in focus and more is in focus. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. It really helps the channel and it helps this video get seen by more people. Subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every single week, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.